The Ape Labs Connect is the elevated Ape Labs experience. Today we're going to teach you about APDMX and how to control non-Ape Labs lights with your Connect. And also we're going to take a deeper dive into Devices tab. So are you ready to do it? Let's go. How you doing, everybody? Justin Schwartz here on behalf of Ape Labs, and today we are going to dive more into the Ape Labs Connect, the elevated Ape Labs experience. Before we go into that, make sure you're checking out Ape Labs at apelabs.com. If you have any questions, please drop them down below. We're always happy to answer questions, and consider subscribing because we would love to see you back here again. Now, what's happening right now is a lot of people are upgrading to Ape Labs. They're graduating from their older lights and they're moving into the Ape Labs ecosystem. So we wanted to talk about APDMX today because APDMX is what allows you to actually bring in non-Ape Labs wash lights and control them with your Ape Labs Connect and app, which is great. That means you don't have to throw out all those lights or sell them all. You could keep some to use and then bring them into the Ape Labs ecosystem. So we're going to show you how to do that. The other thing we're going to show you today is the Devices tab, which is the bird's eye view to show you all of your Ape Labs light at a single glance. So let's talk first about the Devices tab, and we will do that now. All right, so we're going to go into the Devices section now. We're going to talk about what I think is important for you to know and why it's really so great. So you start off on the home page here. Devices is its own tab at the bottom. So if you tap on Devices, you now are going to be in the Devices section. And again, this gives you a bird's eye view of everything that's going on. Whereas on the remote, it's not telling you anything. This tells you everything. And that is by itself one of the most valuable things that the Connect will do for you. So at the top, the first thing you're going to see is the actual Connect in there. Give you the battery percentage, it's going to give you the firmware. Now next to the Connect is a little, what looks like a lock. That actually allows you to put a pin to access the Connect. So if you're in a room or a catering hall that has multiple people using Ape Labs lights, you can actually put a pin on there so that way other people can't access your Connect and start controlling your lights. So really cool feature that you would want to set that there. We would do 1, 2, 3, 4, hit OK. And now my Connect is locked. As you scroll down more, you'll start to see groups 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. So behind me I have my minis in group 1, I have maxis in group 2, I've got my light can in group 3, and I've got my neon tube picks in group 4. If I go to the pencil next to group 1, I can actually change the name of the group. So if I don't want it to be group 1, and let's say I am in another catering hall and I'm putting lights by the dais table, and I want to know specifically that those are the lights near the dais table, I can change it to dais table. And this way, I now know, all right, my minis are by the dais table. I can easily control those, change colors at will. Just makes it easier to remember. Now, underneath the group number, you'll see the actual light. You're going to see the battery percentage again, firmware, the serial number. It also is going to tell you what DMX channel it's in. There's a little pencil next to the light itself. And now what that's going to do, that's going to take you inside the light, and it's going to give you every single thing that you can change inside. Again, at the top, it's giving you all that information. It's telling you what the group number is. It's telling you what the DMX address it's in, and also what channel or personality the DMX mode is in. Right now it's in 4-channel. You can change your groups from this section and then automatically apply it. You can select the DMX mode from this section. Right now, again, it's in RGBW, but if you wanted to change it to 8-channel, you could do that there as well. And then at the bottom, you can also select the DMX address. That is basically the same in every single one of these edit sections next to each light. Next to the little pencil, you've got a little flashlight. What does a little flashlight do? Let's see. If you tap it, as you can see, behind me now, I'm gonna tap it on my neon tube picks. What that does, it makes it easy again if you're in a large room, in an event center, outdoors, whatever it might be. You tap that little flashlight and it flashes so you can identify, oh no, my battery level is getting low. I've got 100 lights out there right now. Where is this light? I have to go find it to turn it off or to change it out. You hit that flashlight and now easy to identify. It makes life a lot easier in that way. Just another really smart thing that they did here. You can close and expand these groups. So, you know, if you have a group that has 100 lights in it, because right now I'm only controlling a few different lights at the same time. Right now it's a short tab, but if I've got 100, 150 lights, you know, this is gonna get really long, and it's also gonna take a little bit longer to load. So maybe I wanna close them at that time to make it easier to manage and to see everything at the same time. The only other thing I would show you is at the bottom right, you have kind of a settings section. And what you can do here is you can sort by battery, by serial number, by DMX address. You can hide any of the paired lights. So let's say I have lights paired to a remote where I'm not going to be controlling them with this Connect. I don't want them to show up in my devices section here. I can hide those lights. Auto refresh is that it's constantly going to just refresh itself. If you have theft protection system settings, that's through the Marvel, which we don't have set up right now. You can also turn on Ape Labs Radar here. Ape Labs Radar is a sensor that if someone decides that they want to walk off with your lights, it actually sends you a signal and gives you a notification here in the app, which is great. And then you have a timeout section here before a device is considered offline. So let's say the device turns off by itself, whatever the case may be. You can set it here for 30 seconds. If the light dies out, eventually it'll fall off your devices section. The Devices tab is really, to me, one of the most valuable things in the Ape Labs Connect app. All right, APDMX, we're gonna teach you now how to control most non-Ape Labs wash lights with your Ape Labs Connect app. So the first thing you're going to do, obviously, you always start off at the home page. We're gonna go to More. We're going to go to APDMX. Now, in APDMX, you have 7 different DMX personalities that you can layer over the Ape Labs Connect. What you have to do is, and I have a Shove A Freedom Psych here, okay? So the first thing you have to do is you have to obviously turn on your light, and then you have to identify what the DMX personalities are in this light. So on this one, I have 4-channel, 6-channel, and 10-channel mode. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use 4-channel mode, which is, I think, ideal because the Ape Labs lights are 4-channel lights. So I'm gonna put that into 4-channel mode. I now have to open up this little tab here. You open it up and now you'll see if you want the light to be in group 1, you set it for DMX address 2. If you want the light to be in group 2, you set it for 23, so on and so forth, depending on where you want the light to be within your ecosystem, which group, okay? And then it tells you the channel assignments here. So channel 1 is red, channel 2 is green, channel 3 is blue, channel 4 is white. So if I have this in DMX personality 4, now I have to go to the DMX address, I hit enter, I have to put it into DMX channel 2, which is what I'm gonna do now. Put it into address 2, I hit enter, and now what I have to do is at the top of the APDMX section, you'll see APDMX output is disabled. We need to enable it by hitting on. Once we hit on, that's going to now take the signal from the Ape Labs Connect DMX output here. I'm using a cable, but you can use wireless just as easily. And that's going to now send it to the input of this light here, right? But does it work? Let's see. The best thing to do is turn the lights off and let's see for ourselves. You ready? Okay. All right, so let's test it out. And I'm gonna just hold it up like this. And look, just like every other light, I now have my color picker. I can black it out. I can strobe. I can do everything that you would normally be able to do with your Ape Labs Connect, including music mode, which is, I think, one of the cooler things that this allows non-Ape Lab lights to do, but it works with the Connect microphone, right? So it's gonna listen from the Connect and it's gonna then send that signal to the light itself. So now I've got music mode on my Ape Labs lights, I've got them on my Chauvet light here now, and now I'm able to incorporate all my other lights and not necessarily just use my Ape Labs or my Chauvets or whatever separately. I can use them together. And that is APDMX. All right, everybody, what did you think? The Ape Labs Connect is really the elevated Ape Labs experience, and if you are just using the remote right now, you really are leaving a lot of features behind. If you have any questions about this video or anything that you saw today, make sure you drop them down below. If you are looking for more information, you can check out more at apelabs.com, and also consider subscribing. We would love to see you back here again, and we have tons of more content coming your way. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. And like I always say, we'll see you on the next one. Auf Wiedersehen, everyone. Bye-bye.